Welcome, everybody, to the Orange Men Podcast. David Clinton here with you on another Saturday night. Coming live from the bunker, the secret bunker in the hills of Pennsylvania. Welcome, Clint. How you doing, buddy?
I'm dandy.
Dandy. We're going to open up real quick. We're going to spend a little bit of time on the classified document situation. And, we're going to compare it to Trump, compare it to Pence. We're going to compare it to, I don't know. We're going to compare it, see what it looks like, and talk about why these guys think they can stonewall and hide what they're doing.
Well, one of the main things is that the DOJ is very disrespectful. But go ahead. What do you got?
In what? Well, I don't know. I figured you would open up with a little rant.
Well, they've had these documents from Biden since before they even raided Trump. So they knew they had them.
Wait, really?
Yeah. They held on to them.
No shit.
The difference between Trump and Pence and Biden is Trump has presidential executive privilege to take said documents.
Okay.
And then they held on to those documents as for Biden's sake. They had them before the midterms. But they didn't say anything because...
Well, who's they?
The DOJ.
So
the FBI.
Why wouldn't they just destroy them?
Well, because I think somewhere along the hierarchy of the FBI is like Christopher Wray's a fucking asshole. And then you probably have some rogue dudes that are like, we need to do our job here.
Okay. All right.
And
makes sense.
So we already had the documents from Biden, like from the University of Penn law office where...
So do you think some of the FBI guys are like, holy shit, we're raiding fucking Trump and Biden's got documents that we're not allowed to talk about?
Well, I think they knew. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And,
wow.
And, Biden did his whole spiel of what documents were taken, what was it, methods and process and methods were in those documents to show, when he was talking about Trump and how irresponsible it was, but he already knew that they had from the law office in Penn. They went to his house. They showed the boxes. He did a video like where he was backing his Corvette up into the garage, and he smashed into those boxes. He's like, "Oops."
Is that right?
Yeah. And then they found more documents. They have yet to listen. They have yet to raid raid whatever. It's a search. When it's the Democrats, it's a raid when it's the Republicans.
Right. There's clearly a double standard.
But they haven't gone to the Rehoboth Beach House yet. And it's funny how they were like, there was a big CNN article and then Fox News came out about, and we talked about this during last summer. Not 2022 summer. Me and you talked about it. I brought it up. Was 2021 where Joe was always going home on the weekends, or it was like every 2 weeks. And the reason why they were going to Delaware, because his house in Rehoboth and the Wilmington house was because there's no visitors logs. And yet that was the one story along with, these documents were found at the house and there's no visitor log. Well, we can't tell you what doctors are coming in here helping juice this guy up every weekend when he would go home. And yet that's all like it's everything's a conspiracy until it's not. And the sad part is, like I said, that they had these documents before the midterms. They held on to it. It's like the same thing with the Hunter laptop. You have everybody talking about it now. It was real then. It's real now. But it's too late. It's the same thing with like the virus stuff. Like, when you have Tucker and these guys talking about it now, it's too late. You already have. Now it's safe to come out and tell people about stuff because you won the midterms. You held on to the Senate. Somehow John Fetterman wins, and that was the greatest thing ever. And they held those seats there, but it's all bullshit. Even the thing with Pence. What documents does he have?
It was some kind of travel document, I think.
The sad part is that, from what I heard, like some of the documents that Joe had was before. Like you got to think this guy was on committees. Top secret committees, you know what I mean? Like work, when they were signing off on work. Like this guy's been in Congress for 40-some years. Now he's the president, vice president for 8. Now he's the president.
Oh, the hell.
You mean to tell me?
Impossible.
Of course he took top secret shit home. because that's what these assholes do.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not the only one, I'm sure.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the guy's like got a briefcase and he just throws like, oh, let me take these documents, like these pile of shit.
Let me just say this: I wouldn't normally I didn't really give a shit that Trump had him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but we don't even know what it was. It was just made up.
I understand that.
No, I gotcha.
I understand that. I don't really care that these guys had classified documents.
Yeah.
That's the government's problem to figure out who has what and who's taking what.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit. But my issue with this whole Biden classified document thing is who had access. We know Biden is you look. Listen, remember Joey Behar? Joe, what is her fucking name?
Joey Behar.
Can't even say it. Oh, we know Trump's a liar and a thief, so we're gonna give Joe benefit the doubt.
Well, he's our guy.
It's the fucking flip that. Yeah. Really is what Joe Biden's the fucking thief. It's clear that he's involved in shady business deals. It's clear he's involved in quid pro quo.
Well, I think you just.
It's clear he's involved at giving access to the vice president to foreign entities through Hunter Biden.
Yeah, you just posted a thing on your Instagram about the Mexican president where he's like, I never dealt with anybody. It's like, here's pictures of you with the Mexican president and his personal attaché with Hunter Biden in the White House.
Right. So if I'm Joe Biden and I got these documents that I know I've been sharing with people I shouldn't have been sharing
why would you have them in your fucking garage like an asshole?
Well, listen, that's a whole nother question. I have no reason why that. I mean, quite frankly, they should have been destroyed.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and
how
then if the archives are going, hey, we're missing this document, he could be like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, at least he had plausible denial.
Yeah.
But he's too stupid. Him and his son are both too stupid.
Right.
I think it's arrogance. I'm not so sure it's stupidity.
It's kind of like what you just said about the money. Like, they want to just, when is enough? And it's kind of like you just said, like, it's not. It's not. Until they're in jail, and then, like, when is that going to happen?
Well, it's never going to happen.
You're most likely correct, and that's the sad part. If it was you and I who had a fucking paper of top secret
we'd be
stamped on it, we'd be in jail.
Get hung for treason.
We'd be in prison by
in front of the firing squad. Yeah.
But these guys are making shady, corrupt deals year in and year out.
Right, so that's why I think, and this stonewalling even proves to me even more. Like if I had, Pence had travel documents.
Yeah.
He was going to do a high-level visit to some country. That was classified.
Okay.
But so if Biden had the same kind of minuscule shit, well, then tell everybody.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
No, but he doesn't. He's got stuff he needs to hide.
Yeah.
And he needs to stonewall. So that just shows me that this guy's even more fucking corrupt, and there's more stuff that's going to catch him in corruption. And listen, the guy's a born and bred liar. He's been lying since day one.
Yeah.
He's a plagiarist. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a cheat. He's an opportunist. He's all of those things.
Yeah.
And most politicians are.
Yes.
They take advantage of their position. They get the most. I mean, again, we're talking about the Pelosi's again. They knew that Google was about to get hit with a lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
So they went and sold all their shares, and all us fucking scumbags didn't know about it. So we get hit because we didn't have the insider information that they do.
Well, she did something.
It's criminal.
Well, they just wrote, I think.
The Pelosi bill.
Yeah.
It's fucking criminal.
But
and it's too late.
But they did something too a couple of years ago with Tesla or electric vehicles, where it was the government was going to start using whatever electric vehicle was, and it was they bought whatever $1 million worth of shares, and then it's she's the House bill signs this company in to be the exclusive rights to electric vehicles for the government, and it's wow.
Oh yeah, the government was buying 1 million electric cars for
was,
government use or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was well, how'd you know?
I had no idea.
But I mean,
he's just a great.
Jim Biden's the same way, and
the whole thing's a fucking
the whole
shit
family
show.
of Bidens is a bunch of clowns,
and they all should be in jail. But the problem is, the people who would put them in jail should also be in jail, so they're not going to put themselves at risk.
Right.
So nothing's ever going to change,
mm-hmm.
and the only person that sparked any kind of change, there was nobody like him, and there's nobody that's ever going to be like him again, and that's Donald J. Trump.
Right.
And that's why I support the man. 100%.
I gotcha.
And I don't care what happens in the primary. I don't care. Listen, I love the governor of Florida. Don't get me wrong, but he's not Donald Trump.
Well,
he's not Donald Trump.
I don't think he'll run against him because he's not going to win, no matter how much they try to prop him up. And then he's going to be out of office, out of the limelight for 2+ years until he can start announcing that he's going to run again.
He needs to, if he's serious, he needs to align with Donald Trump.
Yeah, get in on the cabinet and figure it out, and then
even if he stays governor of Florida.
No, I'm just saying, like, worst case scenario is he gets in on a cabinet and.
Yeah, there's no other guy like Donald Trump.
No.
Period.
I think they were trying to like shut it down. Like I heard, some of the, listen, to be honest though, some of the, like he was all the, Rona McDonald won the RNC chair again. Like,
Senate state.
I don't know if I like her, but like, some of the, I don't know. I do question some things because he was happy that she won, and he was happy that Kevin McCarthy won, and I'm not a fan of Kevin McCarthy. He signed off on every Ukraine money bill that's gone out. He says that gay marriage was fine, which is fine. It's fine to me. It was just one of the list of things that was on there. Like certain things, I'm like, I don't know. So again, like when they, like the first day that they got something done, it was like promises made, promises kept. Yeah, you guys wrote the bill and you signed off on it and it passed in the House, but it's all like we said earlier, like, what is it going to get any traction in the Senate? You know what I mean? Like, are you going to have a couple of Democrats go, yeah, we're for this? No, they won't, because they always side together. So it doesn't matter. It's just going to be dead in the water once it gets to the Senate.
All right. Well, before we jump off this episode, I want to just listen. I want to get a little.
This was Trump Tonight, Saturday night. I think this was New Hampshire.
It was definitely New Hampshire.
Hampshire.
Senate state. In 2024, we stopped the communists. We stopped the Marxists. If we don't stop them this time, I think that's going to be the end. I really do. I believe that. We have to stop them, and we have to stop them quickly. Although your next state chairman has not been announced, I believe they're going to be doing that right after this. I want to congratulate both candidates, Lou and Chris, two incredible guys, for having the courage.
The
courage. Well, listen, what he said was really important.
Yeah.
We need to stop the communist and the socialist. If we don't do it now, we're really in trouble. This is big. This country is at a turning point, and if we don't do something now, we're doomed.
Well, listen.
Doomed, I tell you.
I know, I agree with you, but it's also 2020, 2022 midterms, and then 2024. I mean,
listen.
If we don't fix,
listen, you're right, because when other people control the elections,
right,
this is what you get.
It's not who votes. It's who's counting the votes.
That's
and
right.
How many ballots we can shove into drop boxes in 2024, like we saw in 2020 and we saw in 2022. I can say it. I'm just not. I didn't say it the way I should have said it.
I know.
But it's frustrating because while I agree with what he's saying, and the sad part is that the younger people, like in their 20s,
they're all getting sucked in, bro.
They don't know any better. They don't know what it was like in the 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s. You know what I mean? Like, listen, every year, every decade has their problems, but the way we're like we can't live on just giving everybody everything for free. The government isn't going to be able to take care of you. I mean, if you're getting your check on the 1st and the 15th of every month, that's fine. That's great. Do your thing. But if you don't have the people working to fund those checks because jobs are going and communism is set in,
well, that's the goal.
Then what are you going to do then?
Get more people on the dole and less people.
Yeah, but you're going to be making you'll be getting less money. But I agree with you.
No, but that's their plan.
But the government doesn't care.
You got to no.
They have their money.
Right.
They're getting their benefits.
Their goal is to destroy America as it is.
The globalist. It's not just the people here. It's part of the agenda.
Yeah.
And it's all the free countries that are trying to stand up against it.
Well, there's only one.
Well, there's other little bits.
Who else is standing up?
New Zealand? Auckland?
New Zealand.
I don't know, man.
Jesus. Maybe some people there are rebelling, but that country ain't standing up.
Well,
for
she
shit.
stepped down because she knew she was going to. Jacinda Ardern. Did you see she stepped down because she knew when her boot came up, she was getting her ass handed to her. And then the guy that took over for the intern was like, "We will track you down if you're unvaccinated." Everybody's like, "The fuck, man."
Should have just left her in there.
Right.
Track
So this
you
guy's
down.
like hardcore. You know, it's just it's mind-boggling.
Well,
how-
there's a big agenda, and it's not about saving lives. I can tell you that.
Not anymore. It's about big money, pharma.
Killing people. Okay, everybody. Orange Men are going to vacate the premises. We're going to be back for another episode. Stay tuned.
Stroking out.
Stroking out. Stroking out, everybody. I'm surprised Joe Biden's still around. What in vaccination?
Everybody better have their AED in their houses.
All right, everybody. We're going to catch you on the next episode. God bless. Stay true. Orange Men out.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
So long, gay boys.